I am speaking to you now, and I am closer than your next breath. I see the tremor in your heart, the way you hold your hands when you are trying not to shake, the whisper that rises inside you when you are alone and the room feels too large for your memories. This message is for you, and it will not pass you by. It will not skip over your life like a stone across water. It will enter, it will find the wounded place, and it will pour oil and light there until the ache softens and the night begins to open into morning. Listen to me. There is a voice that has been leaning toward you from the threshold between worlds. There is someone in heaven who has been trying to reach you, not with thunder or trumpet, but with the quiet insistence of love that has not forgotten your name. You have felt them in the peculiar way the wind moves sometimes, in the sudden pull to look at a photograph and then look away because your eyes begin to warm with tears. You have sensed them in the way a familiar scent appears out of nowhere in a room where no one has been, as if a door you could not see was opening for a breath, then closing again. I tell you that you are not imagining this. I tell you that you are loved from both sides of the veil, and that love has work to do in you today. Archangel Michael says, with a sword bright as a sunrise after storms, that the message you are reading is not an accident. He leans beside you to shield you from the lies that say you are unworthy of comfort, unworthy of clarity, unworthy of tenderness after so much holding it together. He says this is just for you. He says do not skip this. He says that the one who speaks to you from heaven is a witness of your courage, and the one who is leaving your life forever is not greater than the future I am opening for you. You have felt the departure approaching like a chill under the door. The conversation that always stops short of what needs to be said, the look that slips away, the familiar absence, the way plans lift and scatter like leaves when you reach for them. Your spirit knows before your mind admits it. You have tried to bargain with silence, and you have tried to pretend that silence is just a pause, that maybe tomorrow will anchor you again. But I, who hold every tomorrow, am here to tell you that the leaving is real, and it is also a passage that will not break you. This is not punishment. This is not the universe disregarding you. This is a door closing because on the other side of the hall, a window is unlocking to the light you asked me for, light you cried for when you thought no one could hear. The one who speaks to you from heaven remembers how you laugh when you forget to be careful. They remember the tilt of your head when you are trying to understand a thing that does not want to be understood. They have watched you learn to set a table for fewer people and still make it beautiful. They have seen you wear old grief like a coat too heavy for the weather, not because you want to, but because you are unsure who you would be with your shoulders free. They have permission to speak, and I am letting their words come through the warmth that has just risen in your chest. The words are simple: you did not fail. You did not break what could not be kept. You loved as far as love would let you, and now love asks you to let go. Do not confuse letting go with abandoning yourself. Letting go is the way the river continues after the bend, even when it cannot see the sea. Letting go is how a seed surrenders the husk to move toward what it was always meant to become. You are not losing your worth because someone is walking away. You are not losing your future because a plan is dissolving. You are not losing your dignity because a hand you thought would hold yours has slipped free. You are, in truth, being positioned to be found by what aligns with what I have planted in you. The one who is leaving is not your enemy. They are a chapter that reached its final line. Keep your heart soft enough to bless what was true in them, and strong enough to refuse the return of what wounded you. Do not chase confessions to prove your value. Do not beg for explanations that have already shown themselves in weeks of uncertainty. Your peace is not something you will need to borrow. Your peace is the breath you are taking right now, and I am multiplying it within you until your thoughts settle and the room feels steady again. I have kept count of the days you woke weary, and I have not wasted a single one. I saw the way you tried to be easy for others while you were hard on yourself. I saw the way you apologized for your tears even when your hands needed holding more than anything. I saw you give kindness into places that could not hold it, and I am returning that kindness to you now in a way you can keep. I am sending you people who will notice when you are quiet. I am sending you rest that does not ask to be earned. I am sending you work that feels like a prayer, and answers that feel like a sunset you didn't know you were walking toward until the horizon opened and the sky remembered your favorite color. There will be moments when you wonder if you should have tried harder. Hear me, you did not fail by telling the truth about your needs. You did not fail by needing more than crumbs. You did not fail by refusing to shrink to fit the room you were never meant to live in. The one from heaven is nodding with you now. You can almost feel the touch at your shoulder, the hush of approval that says, yes, keep going. Yes, choose life. Yes, be loyal to what your spirit knows. This agreement is a shield. Wear it. Archangel Michael says the door that closes today seals behind it what tried to turn your tenderness into a bargain. He lifts his shield between you and the words that would undo your growth. He plants his feet on the threshold so that doubt cannot re-enter dressed as nostalgia. He says to you, it is just for you, this courage that trembles but does not collapse, this yes that tastes like clean water after too long in the dust. He says do not skip this moment. Let it be as holy as it actually is. There will be signs to steady you. The song that plays at the exact moment a memory starts to ache. The number that shows up again and again until you smile through tears because you know who is speaking. The feather on a day when you needed to remember wings. The sudden laughter in the aisle of an ordinary store because you caught yourself reaching for two when you only needed one, and the realization did not break you this time. Notice the signs without trying to pin them to a board. They come like birds, and they will lead you home without demanding a map. You are not alone tonight, or on any of the nights to come. The room will feel different when you allow yourself to inhabit it as the person you are now, not as the shadow of who you were when you were afraid to ask for more. Rearrange the furniture if you must. Open the window and let the air move. Hold the mug with both hands and let it remind you that warmth belongs to you. The one from heaven is proud of you. They keep saying it to me, and I am keeping my promise to deliver that pride into your bones until you stand taller without effort. I am not asking you to stop remembering. I am asking you to remember in a way that blesses what is true and releases what is heavy. Store the good in boxes of light and let the rest compost into wisdom. Keep a softness for your own past self, the one who stayed too long, the one who tried to fix what was not theirs to repair, the one who believed that love meant shrinking until there was nothing left to carry. Hold that version of you with the same gentleness you would a child who tried their best with the tools they had. Then give that child new tools, boundaries shaped like doors you can lock, compassion shaped like a chair you can sit in, and joy shaped like a window that opens even when it rains. You will find that goodbyes are not always endings. Sometimes they are translations, of pain into language, of language into prayer, of prayer into a path. Walk the path without punishing yourself for having loved. Do not turn your heart to stone to keep it from being moved. Let it remain flesh, alive, responsive, receptive. Love will come again, but not as a storm that erodes your shoreline. Love will come like a tide that keeps its rhythm without taking the land from under your feet. I am close to the ache of the final message you expect to receive, the way you keep checking something that has already told you what it needed to say. Put the device down for a while. Put the apologies down. Put the habit of rehearsing every conversation down. There is a quiet that wants you. There is a strength that is not loud, a confidence that does not shout, a knowing that does not need a witness to be real. Sit with me in that place. Let the calm be evidence that I am doing what I said I would do, lifting you, aligning you, protecting you. There will be people who do not understand why this departure is actually a doorway. You are not required to explain it to them. You are not required to justify your healing. You are not required to audition for rooms where your spirit goes hoarse. Choose the tables where your name is spoken with clarity and your intervals of silence are honored. Choose the work that honors your scars by not asking you to reopen them to prove your devotion. Choose the mornings that begin with gratitude before they begin with gravity. The one from heaven keeps handing me small scenes to place in front of you. The time you laughed so hard that you forgot the clock. The way you once sang in a kitchen at midnight because the day had finally forgiven you. The way you held someone's hand when they were afraid, not knowing you would one day need someone to hold yours and that I would be the one to do it. They want you to know that joy is not over, it is patient. It is stronger than the leaving. It is a visitor who becomes a resident when you make room for it again. When the moment of goodbye comes, and it will, in words or in silence, you will feel a pressure in your chest, as if the air needs to learn a new route into your lungs. Breathe. Do not try to fill the space with noise. Do not rush to fix the shape of the day. Let the day remain oddly shaped. You are not breaking, you are changing, and change is the body's way of saying yes to life even when it has learned the taste of sorrow. I am transfusing your strength now. I am bringing your nervous system a calm that does not make sense to anyone who has not met my hand. I am giving you the dignity of a soul that refuses to collapse where it once depended on being rescued. Archangel Michael says that what has been taken from you will not be required for the future I am building in you. He says your name is written in light where it cannot be erased by the departure of anyone. He says that the door that closes is also a vow that you will not be returned to the old lesson, and that the next chapter will not ask you to trade your voice for companionship. Hear him and hold steady. The sword that gleams is not for violence, it is for severing the lies that wrap around your ankles when you try to walk forward. He stands with you, sentinel and friend. Begin to bless your thresholds. Bless the front door for what it will welcome. Bless the mirror for the truth it will reflect back to you when you look, to see wonder, not weariness. Bless the calendar for the days that will surprise you with softness. Bless the bed for sleep that remembers you even when thoughts try to keep you pacing through midnight. Bless your name. Say it gently to yourself as a prayer, not as an apology. Your name has carried storms, now let it carry sun. I am repairing the timeline where you thought everything had to hurt in order to be real. I am inserting moments of ease like lanterns alongside the road. You will still feel the ache sometimes, let it be a teacher, not a jailer. You will still remember the leaving, let it be a fact, not a verdict. Learn the language of your boundaries and speak it without trembling. Learn the language of your desires and speak it without shame. Learn the language of gratitude and speak it even when the day is plain, because gratitude turns plain days into places of wonder. If you need to cry, cry like rain that knows it will become a river. If you need to dance alone in the kitchen to a song that only you can hear, let your feet keep time with the future I am composing in you. If you need to write a letter you will never send, do it and then set it free into flame or water and call the ritual finished. If you need to gather the few objects that held the weight of this chapter and put them in a box, do it with reverence and then set the box on a shelf that does not request your daily attention. I am making you new in ways that do not erase who you have been. I am making you strong in ways that do not require hardness. I am making you gentle in ways that do not invite harm. I am making you clear in ways that do not cancel your warmth. There will be a moment soon when you notice that you are laughing without checking the room. Notice it and bless it. There will be a moment when you realize that your body is not bracing for an impact that is not coming. Notice it and bless it. There will be a moment when someone speaks to you with steady care and you receive it without suspicion. Notice it and bless it. The one from heaven is smiling. They have finished what they came to say, and yet they linger because love lingers. They hand you a final sentence to fold into your pocket. When you choose yourself with God, you are not choosing against anyone, you are choosing the life we always wanted you to live. Keep that sentence. Let it warm you when the hallway is long. Let it meet you at the door of each new day. You asked for a sign, I am giving you many. You asked for strength, feel your spine lengthen even now. You asked for protection, look how the edges of your life are held, how what tried to circle back cannot cross the line that I have drawn. You asked for clarity, know that the leaving is not greater than the arriving, and the arriving will not demand you to become smaller to be loved. You asked for love, understand that you are standing inside it already, and it'll find you again wearing faces that can stay. This message is for you. It is an answer that will keep answering as you walk, as you rest, as you begin again. Do not skip this. Drink it slowly and let it become part of your language. You will speak differently after this. You will choose differently after this. You will trust yourself differently after this. And when the door closes, you will feel the latch catch and you will know, not everything ending is a loss, not every quiet is empty, not every goodbye is a wound. Some goodbyes are a benediction, and this is one of them. I bless your steps. I bless your mornings. I bless your nights. I bless the friends you have and the friends you will have. I bless the work of your hands and the rest of your body. I bless the questions that turn into peace and the peace that turns into song. I bless the way you will one day speak to another who is standing where you are now and say, with authority born of experience, you will make it through, and you will be more yourself because of it. Stand now. Breathe. Open the window and let the living world enter, the traffic, the sparrows, the distant laughter, the scent of rain even if the sky is clear. Life is still with you. Heaven is near. The one who spoke is returning to the light with relief because you heard them, because you let the words land. And I am here, not leaving, not wavering, not waiting to love you only if you succeed. I am here because I have always been here, and this chapter, this letting go, this holy farewell, this courage that tastes like truth, will become a story you tell with gratitude. You will remember this day as the day the turning truly began. This message is for you, and it is not by chance that you are reading it right now. Archangel Michael has been whispering into your spirit, stirring something deep inside you that cannot be ignored. Someone from heaven is trying to talk to you, and their words are tied to a truth about a person who is about to leave you forever. This is not a casual moment. This is a divine appointment, a sacred interruption meant for your soul. Don't try to skip this. It is just for you. The spirit of the one who is speaking has been restless, seeking to reach you through signs, through dreams, through sudden emotions you could not explain. Perhaps you have felt the presence in your room late at night, or you have heard the faint whisper in your heart that you tried to dismiss. They are not gone in silence. They are here, reaching out, telling you that something is shifting in your life, and the one you held close is preparing to step away forever. You may not be ready to hear this. Your heart may feel unprepared for the weight of it. But God says you are strong enough. You are chosen enough. You are protected enough. The heavens do not send warnings for nothing. Archangel Michael stands by, holding the shield of truth, making sure that as this revelation unfolds, you will not collapse but instead rise into a new dimension of strength. The person you love, or once loved, is not departing because of your weakness. It is not because you failed. It is because their time in your story has reached its conclusion. Heaven sees what you cannot yet see. They see the entanglement of destinies, the ties that bind and the knots that must be undone. Their leaving may feel like loss, but God says it is also protection. For not everyone who starts with you is meant to finish with you, and not everyone who walks beside you is meant to carry you into the promise. Don't think for a moment that heaven is unaware of your tears. They count them. They know the depth of the ache inside you, the weight you carry alone when the world thinks you are strong. The one from heaven who is trying to speak to you has walked this road before, has known separation, has known the sting of goodbye, and they want you to know that you will not be crushed by this. You will be lifted. Even as you read this, a great shift is happening in your life. Spiritual currents are moving. Archangel Michael is releasing his sword of fire to cut away every false connection, every draining tie, every deceptive bond that kept you chained in places you did not belong. This departure may wound your heart, but it will also free your spirit. What looks like loss is heaven's way of clearing the path. God says, hold on. Do not despair. Do not fight to keep what I am removing. For when I take something away, it is only to make room for what is greater. You may feel like your world is unraveling, but really, your story is being rewritten with divine ink. This message is not random. It is not for another person. It is for you. If your heart is beating faster, if your spirit is stirring, it is because heaven has chosen this moment to break through your distractions and speak directly to your soul. The person you are about to lose forever is not your end. They are the closing chapter of one book, so that another, brighter, fuller, more glorious, can begin. Do not skip this. Heaven is serious. Archangel Michael has been pressing this into your spirit for days, waiting for you to open your heart. Someone from heaven is with you, wrapping their love around you even now. They do not want you to cling to what is fading. They want you to trust what God is preparing. And so God says, release your fear. Release your grip. Release your sorrow into my hands. For I am making a way. The leaving will hurt, but the healing will be greater. The absence will sting, but the new presence coming will bring joy. Trust the voice from heaven. Trust the message. TS is your moment. My beloved child, listen with the deepest attention, because this word is not ordinary, it is not casual, it is an urgent message breathed from eternity. I, the Lord your God, am speaking to you now. You must understand, this message is wrapped in divine light, sealed with heavenly authority, and carried to you by Archangel Michael. It is not for another, it is not a general word, it is just for you. Do not attempt to skip this, for skipping is the same as turning your heart away from the truth that is now pressing upon your life. Archangel Michael stands close, with wings stretched wide, guarding this moment. And he says, someone from heaven is trying to talk to you. The voice is not of the earth. It is not of the present time. It is a voice that has crossed over the veil, from the realm of eternity where souls reside in my care. It is a voice filled with urgency, because it carries a revelation that will affect your steps, your choices, and your destiny in this hour. The message is about a person, someone connected to your life, who is about to leave you forever. And heaven cannot stay silent. You have sensed the shifting. You have felt the uneasiness, even if you cannot explain it to others. Sometimes in the silence of the night, you have felt a presence, like someone watching, like whispers brushing the edge of your hearing. Do not dismiss this, for it is not your imagination. It is the tender insistence of a soul reaching out to warn, to guide, to prepare you. Heaven is not trying to frighten you but to open your eyes, because the one leaving you forever is not departing without consequence. Their departure is a line drawn across your story, a before and after that will shape everything that comes next. Archangel Michael bends to whisper into your spirit, do not skip this moment. The one leaving is a key to your breakthrough, but also a test of your strength. Heaven wants you to see it clearly, to prepare your heart, so you are not destroyed by their absence. My child, the person leaving you forever may not leave with loud farewells or public declarations. Sometimes the leaving is in silence, in the slow withdrawal of affection, in the quiet betrayal of trust, in the sudden disappearance that shocks your heart. And heaven knows your heart would break under this weight if you are not braced with my word. You must see this message as divine preparation. It is not only a warning of loss, but a promise that in the leaving, there will be space for my blessing to arrive. Sometimes I must permit subtraction before addition. Sometimes I must allow a door to close so the corridor of destiny can lead you into the place where your true inheritance waits. But your tears, your pain, your confusion, they matter to me. That is why Archangel Michael was sent to deliver this warning, because heaven values you too much to let you walk blind into this separation. The one who is leaving may be someone you thought would always stay. That is why it feels so heavy, so cruel. But I am telling you, it is necessary. Because if they stayed, they would chain your destiny to smallness. They would drag your steps into compromise. They would dim the light I have placed within you. And so, with compassion but with firmness, I am moving them out of your life. Forever. Do not resist me. Do not cry out, asking me to hold them in place. You do not yet see what I see. You do not yet understand what I know. But you will. Soon, when the dust settles and the silence clears, you will realize that this painful leaving was my way of saving you. Archangel Michael lifts his voice again. Do not try to skip this word. Do not dismiss it. Do not harden your heart. This is not a casual message, it is heaven's lifeline to your soul right now. My child, someone from heaven, one who already rests in my presence, has been watching over you. They carry love for you, a love that did not die with their body. They saw this moment coming. They saw the leaving that would break your heart, and so they have been permitted to whisper into your life. They cannot stop what must be done, but they can prepare you. They can remind you that you are not alone, that you are carried, that heaven is standing guard over your life. You feel their nearness sometimes, in dreams, in memories, in sudden waves of emotion that rise without explanation. Do not be afraid of this. It is not haunting, it is comfort. It is the reminder that you are loved from both earth and heaven. It is the voice saying, "Be strong." What is leaving is not the end of you. What is leaving is making way for the new chapter written under your name. I, the Lord, am telling you this now. Do not cling to what I am removing. Do not make an idol of what I am cutting away. Yes, it hurts. Yes, it feels unfair. Yes, it feels like too much to carry. But my strength is already flowing into you. My angels are surrounding you. And my plan is already unfolding to replace the loss with a blessing greater than you imagined. This leaving is forever. There will be no turning back, no returning, no restoration of what once was. But in that forever, there is also freedom. The chains will break. The confusion will end. The distractions will fall away. And in the silence after the departure, you will hear my voice more clearly than ever before. So, my beloved child, hold this word tightly. Do not skip it. Do not scroll past it. For this is heaven's direction.